They told you Bitcoin was just code, just speculation, just another asset class. But Bitcoin is no neutral invention. It is a weapon, a call to arms, a crusade waged not with swords or bullets, but with energy, discipline, and truth. And like all weapons of truth, it does not compromise. It liberates the faithful, and it punishes the rest. Segment 1. The Call to Battle. Every crusade begins with a revelation. For Satoshi, it was this. Money itself had been corrupted, stolen, made into a tool of empire. Central banks had become the high priests of counterfeit. Fiat was not money, it was debt in disguise, and the world was suffocating under its weight. Bitcoin entered not as a proposal, but as a challenge. What if money answered to no one? That question is not peaceful. It's a direct act of rebellion. Segment 2. The Sword of Consensus. Bitcoin's weapon is not violence of the flesh. It is consensus, secured by proof of work. Every miner, every node, every honest participant adds strength to the blade. Together, we cut through lies, forging an incorruptible record of truth. Unlike fiat, which bends to decree, Bitcoin obeys only physics, only time, only energy, and in this obedience, it conquers. Segment 3. The Enemy. But let's be clear. If Bitcoin is a crusade, then there are enemies. The old system, banks, corporations, governments, is not neutral. It is predatory, parasitic, and it will not yield willingly. Already, central banks are rallying under the banner of CBDCs, digital chains to bind populations even tighter. Already, politicians decry Bitcoin as a threat to stability. They are not wrong. Bitcoin is a threat to their stability, to their power, to their ability to leech from the future. Segment 4. The Violence of Absence. Bitcoin does not march with soldiers, but it wages war all the same. It kills balance sheets, not bodies, yet the casualties are real. Banks will fail, companies will wither, people who refuse to adapt will be left destitute. This is not violence by sword, but by absence. Bitcoin does not grant permission, does not inflate to save the drowning. It simply withholds, and in withholding, it destroys. This is the cruelty of truth. It saves those who align, and it punishes those who resist. Segment 5. The Blood Price. Make no mistake, there will be suffering. Some will lose everything because they waited too long, mocked too loudly, or trusted too deeply in the old order. Nations will collapse under debts they cannot pay. Families will fracture when pensions vanish into smoke. The violence of Bitcoin is not random. It is judgment. It rewards those who prepare, and it condemns those who refuse. This is why it feels like destiny, a truth that does not negotiate. Segment 6. The Crusade's Promise. But a crusade is not only destruction, it is also liberation. For the first time in centuries, ordinary people hold a weapon equal to kings and corporations. With a seed phrase, with a node, with a minor, the individual becomes sovereign. Bitcoin is not only tearing down the old system, it is constructing a new one, a system where wealth is earned, not stolen, where trust is physics, not politics. This is the promise worth fighting for. Closing. Call to crusade. Bitcoin is not defensive. It is offensive. It is not gentle. It is merciless. And yet, it is just. Those who resist will bleed, even if they never touch a coin. Those who embrace will find freedom, even if the world around them burns. The crusade has already begun. The question is not whether you will fight. The question is, on which side of the blade will you stand? Reflection. What old loyalties or beliefs in your life need to die for you to move forward? Have you ever witnessed truth act violently, not by attack, but by refusing to bend? Do you see Bitcoin as a shield, as a sword, or as both?